name is Caitlin Calagira. I'm the president and founder of A Tour of Our Own, and are the first tourism company in Washington, D.C. to focus exclusively on women's history. And I want to welcome you to our virtual tour, Women and Art in the Gilded Age.
But thank you for joining me today for this historic Call Boxes virtual tour. Washington, D.C. is a city full of statues and memorials, and very few of them are to women. And so just by adding these 8 call boxes, we're really expanding the kind of stories that are being told in our public spaces.
So we're going to hit some of the earliest first ladies to some from the 1900s and talk about some of the different ways women have approached this particular responsibility.
And welcome to A Tour of Her Own's virtual tour today titled Hookers, Healers, and Heroines. I know for sure that this is one of our most popular tours because of the title. People see it and I often get a lot of feedback about how clever that is. Hi everybody, welcome to A Tour of Her Own's virtual tour today, Forgotten Women of Arlington National Cemetery.
First person buried in the cemetery was a woman, Mary Randolph, as you see on the page right here.
Here in Washington, D.C., many of the largest department stores were situated between the White House and the Capitol building.
Where department stores really kind of created this undercurrent of feminism, really in the service of capitalism, which is not necessarily two things that we often think of as going hand in hand.
And it would be really hard to see all these sculptures in person on a walking tour. So to have this as a virtual experience, I think is really cool because we had to cover so much ground metaphorically.
Yeah. Every single one of these topics, every single one of these women that I'm going to be talking about, they deserve their own tour just by themselves.
This is one of those things that once I started researching some of these women and some of these statues, I realized that there are so many stories that need to be told. We need to make sure that this history isn't forgotten.
And so I like to say on my tours that sometimes progress comes around in unsuspecting ways, and all of a sudden things have changed before you even realized that change was afoot.
So whether you're local or elsewhere in the world, we welcome you to learn about American history. American history is women's history.